Farida?
Hi, I will share my my slide. Okay, so. Can you see my slide?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you very much for the invitation. So with this talk, I will really talk about the initiative of creating the Arab Physical Society, but for this to introduce that was born before summer. So I have chosen the title of my speech today about the challenge of revitalizing the Arabic science era. So here, I mean, as you surely know, that there is this during the golden era, the Arab world embraced science as a state definition policy, and this really pushed to the golden era of the Arab civilization. In this particular era, there was an avid movement of translation, studying of ancient books, and of creating the advanced new idea, new knowledge, which really created an unprecedented scale. Also, it's I mean, as you all of you know, the Arab scholar score achieved in every field of science, mathematical, physics, etc., etc. And also, I would like to stress that at that era, the Arab leader encouraged learning and the uses of reason to understand the nature. So now I will focus a little bit about the relation between the Arabic science and the science revolution that was happening in Europe. I mean, this revolution in Europe laid the foundation of what we know today science. So it was emerged of modern science there in the early modern period when development in mathematical physics or kind of science transferred societal views about nature. This revolution, was built upon the foundation of the Arab science and Greek, and in this era, the Arab scholar, studies the Greek writing and also add advanced new knowledge, new ideas that's based on this version that was translated and arrived to Europe. And this kind of preservation of knowledge helped to spread the interest in all the Europe. So the key point here, the Arabic science really play a vital and catalytic role in the early era of the revolution science. So now, since then, the scientific paradigm of knowledge production advanced relentlessly throughout Europe, but at the same time, and unfortunately, the Arab civilization and its contribution to the science starts its long decline. So last to mention, maybe the last pronounced Arabic thinker of that era was Ibn Khaldun with these fantastic, the basic tenets of modern sociology. Well, what could be the question that I was, this legacy is really present, the real pride that we should learn the right lesson to address the good question. For instance, we have to address a serious engagement in production long-term strategy and reforming in transformation the scientific research and higher education in the Arabic region. So this is really critical if the Arab community has to take its place a co-leader in the global scientific process and wrap the consequence socioeconomical benefit. And this could be happen if really we adapt, as what we heard all the morning, adapt the science by the state, promotion effort, mobilizing science and banking people, etc., etc. And of course, there is no doubt that physics has laid the foundation of enormous transformation technology over the last 2 centuries. Well, So the question that I am asking, and how we can learn from the legacy, what needs to be done to give science and technology their due weight in the development process. So I believe Arab community should have to vested interest in advancing science and technology, because this means that we could provide food for people, improve health, improve wealth, and also the science and technology could reduce the societal tension and build international bridges for widely needed dialogue and mutual understanding. So the Arab world or Arab nation needs to embrace, as in the past, in the golden era, listen about science and technology that West learn long ago. So this is something that really we have to take more seriously. Okay, so what are the challenges that's present in the 21st century to handle the development of science and technology in the Arab region? So we are facing human capital fly, inadequate infrastructure, insufficient level of literacy, women's shortage in the science, and also we are seeing weak linking between industry, science, and technology institution. But this underperformance is essentially because of the return in investment and in science and technology is not appreciated by the Arab policymaker. So here, the Arab science community must come together to show how imperative it is to develop science in Arab world to effectively confront the major challenges within a globalization economy, which knowledge-based competition is promising a key role of higher education in development and growth. So to stress again, the challenge is great to cope with the science and technology gap in the Arab world. Well, the other question that I am asking, what could the physical role, the help in this development? So physics is an intrinsic part of the culture of all mankind, and the importance or the essential of physics for the economy development is well established. Let's to see, for instance, today technology, economy, and their impact on society are closely linked with basic physics research. For instance, electricity, transport, laser, magnetic, all internet, computing, data, computing science, and in all which is related directly with the society. Also, physics play a key role of sustainable energy, as we have learned from Jawad. The biological and medical science have tremendous benefit from physical invented technology like electron microscope, mass microscope, and so on and so forth. So as you can see, physics is really play a key role in the process of development. So here I come to all the Arab physical society that I would like to present you. So the vision that's behind this initiative, the physical society for the Arab region is really essential in the sense to create and promote joint scientific research among the Arab science community. Also, it will be a good foundation or framework to foster the growth of research in physical science, especially that would help or support the excellence and conduct research at the highest international standard. We aim and we hope with the society to help in high-level scientific program, engaging the Arab community, scientific community, in a way that can promote in advance science as a fundamental forces for Arab social progress. So here we would like to, with the society to connect, to engage the Arab policymaker, as we have heard today, in the direction that could develop within the society framework. So as you know, I mean, several physical societies exist. I mean, this is not there are in European Physical Society, American Physical Society, African Physical Society. So we have, I mean, after discussion with and meeting with with our colleagues, we decided to establish the Arab Physical Society as the first physical society in the Arab world. So APS should be, I mean, an independent NGO, no-profit organization, which the goal or the targets from it is really to spread and promote physics knowledge and its advancements, improve scientific education, and also, as I said, foster research and human capital building in the Arab region. So based on the General Assembly that we had in April 2021, the co-founder of this society are listed here, and we have approved to establish the APS as NGO in France after studying and investigating several possibilities to do it in Egypt, in Morocco, in Jordan, in UK, in US. So at the end, we have decided, I mean, to register it in France, and the official creation of the society was June 2022. Respect to the acronym is APS, is chosen as a natural abbreviation of the society name, especially there is no copyright for the acronym, and also the name of the society is chosen with after making sure that there is no action, I mean active society with the operation, let's say. So we had a very caution to take this more in serious. And there is also the bank account associated with those assets. So this officially is created with all related aspect. Okay, here the structure, just to give you how is structured. So there is what we call Governor Conseil. I mean, the rule or the mission with this GC is to coordinate the establishment of the society and handle overall the organization and management. And here you can see, I mean, the member, the president is Professor Shaban Khalil, and I am the Secretary General. Also, there is another core in the structure, what we call advisory committee. So advisory committee is formed from one Arab physicist from each Arab country, and the mission or the role that could this committee play is, I mean, provide advice and work closely with the GC in set up the proper strategy to ensure the success of the society activity. Also, there is another core in the structure, which what we call honorary member, and this is here we invited all the permanent Arab scientists that I mean, from different Arab region to form part from these honorary member. We have also set up what we call the focal point. The focal point is a person we should one from each Arab country, which is a very active, it should be a very active physicist that could really promote the society to and engage the local community. So it will play the interface, the active interface, the dynamic interface between the society and all the Arabic country. Also, of course, there is the core, which is the individual member. We have created the membership form, and we are invited all the Arab community to engage with her. So far, we have 300 registered, and I mean, it is growing on. So somehow this is the structure. And regarding the mission or the objective, so I said our objective is really to promote the excellence and creativity in the field of physics in the Arab region. Also to promote the cooperation in the field of physics education and raise awareness of its latest research by organization, the annual conference, workshop, seminar, creating the scholarship, the lecture. So all these to really to increase the cooperation between the all the Arab nation. Also, we have the among the objective of this society is to support the postdoc PhD student, providing the supervising among the Arab physicists to create the mobility in the region, like we know very well, working very well in Europe, in US. So this is a very dynamic way to enhance the cooperation and to encourage scientific and research collaboration among research and students in the Arab region. Also, the objective is to participate in forming scientific communities in the field of physics, and these scientific communities to join or to participate in the international institution and committee as Arab scientific representatives. So we would like to enhance the presence of the Arab scientific community in the different worldwide international scientific community. We have also think about our prizes and recognition for the distinguished physics to congratulate and to encourage more distinguishable work. The point that also we have thinking is how we can highlight the importance between the theoretical and experimental physics and all the application related to the fundamental physics and its impact, of course, on the state economy and social progress. So this is more or less the main objective that we are looking for, and we are working to achieve with the help of the engagement of all the Arabic community in the development of the society, with the aim to successes at the end. So here, just I would like to say that the great aspiration to really for a prospect Arab world is to see an integrated Arab world, politically united and has a global influence. Arab world as a strong base on the vision of revitalizing the global Arabic science era. We need to invest more in science and set up world-class centers that will, over time, transfer the scientific scene. Creating scientifically educated people is the best investment as a country can make. So hope, I would like to finish my speech here. Hope is not a dream, but a way of making dream become reality. And thank you for listening.
Let me thank